Well, we got it all stripped out in there. I was gonna film us taking it apart, but to be honest with you, I actually got a little bit of help from my kids. They're the ones that tore this up. My son tore this all the way down, but he didn't want to be in a camera. So either way, you see the harness. You know, there's things and there's options in here because it was a conversion van that I'm considering putting in my project. So I figured, you know what, let's just save the harness and not hack it all up and go from there. Next step's going to be cleaning it out, repositioning it, marking it to where we're going to cut it, and then we're going to cut. Okay, so in the process of trying to clean up, we made a bigger mess. It's like that. Got to get ugly before it gets pretty, right? Keep you posted. 3 years ago, I pulled this harness off this truck. You think I'm gonna remember where all this goes? No. That's what you need your Sharpie and your masking tape for. Now it's time to figure it all out. Well, that's a whole lot of mess, huh? Gone through the harness, took me long enough. Had to figure out where the rear parking lights, brake lights, and turn lights were. And again, because this thing was a shuttle bus at one point in its life, the rear harness is a completely different monster altogether, where it continues to go from here to there, to there, to there. There's a bunch of unnecessary crap in there. So what I needed to do was isolate it all the way down to just the rear harness section, which is this right here. Funny how that works. You got this harness putting out these wires, 5 wires, and then you have all of this disaster. This is all bus related crap, and what they did was they had their own separate box. You know what, let me show you this box. They had everything tied into this box. Look at that. So unfortunately, you can't really make heads or tails of anything as far as that goes. So I don't need that. I don't need that. You know, we definitely don't want to leave it in there. And the main reason we don't want to leave it in there is you imagine if you had a parasitic draw or a short or any kind of a fault, how you would get to the bottom of that. I mean, look at this. You know, then you have weird things like this where they're tying into each other, and you have other oddball things going on where they're doing this kind of stuff. And it's a couple of bridges on here where they're tying into different colors. There's weird things going on the harness, and nobody knows. So what would happen is if you went to diagnose it, nothing would make sense, which is kind of where I was at. I spent the day playing with this thing just to get some brake lights and turn signals. It's funny because the color of the wiring reminds me of back in the day when I used to install car alarms, way long time ago. But you definitely don't want this in here if you have a problem. So I am chopping down the harness. In the car world, that's what you call it. On LS conversions and everything else, we call it chopping down the harness. So I got to chop down this harness. So this is what it looks like now. Look at all that. Ton of electrical tape and a ton of crap that I had to go ahead and delete. And I'm still not done. So, but if I want tail lights and brake lights and turn signals, yeah, I got to do it. See how it goes. That's a chop, man. See how many are left? Now, of course, we got to make some modifications and make some corrections like this right here. We don't need this crap in here. You know? Got a couple of those in the brown. But look how much I had to chop off. Man, that's a lot of crap. So, we got to keep going. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I want 4 lights on the back to light up when the parking lights are on. I want turn signals and I want brake lights. So I'm gonna have to play with it a bit and build a harness. But really, this is the simple harness right here. Plug and unplug, and that's it. Has everything in the back. Very simple, very clean. I want it like that because that's what makes reliability. So you definitely want to go through this. This is a damn bus. So, you know, I mean, you guys have seen the videos. You saw how much crap came out of this thing. But you just can't have this. You got to do it the hard way. And really, it's not that big of a deal. You just have to strip everything off, follow every wire, make sure that you don't cancel out what you need, and then build from there and get it organized. Because I can assure you, God forbid, the day you got a problem with this, you're going to be real thankful that you did this crap versus it turning into a damn rat's nest and it becoming a nightmare. Well, we keep moving. All right, so we got it sorted. Got everything working, turn signals, brake signals, park signals, all that good stuff. So now it's time to wrap it up. Here we got. Yeah, not too bad. Before. After. Oh yeah, coming right along. Getting there. Oh, look at here, look at here. Looks almost like factory. Well, we chopped it down for the third time. That was your third and final chop right there. See all of that. That's the rest of the harnesses that I pulled out from the bus. And we got this thing sorted. Right? Now, I'm not completely done. I'm waiting for a license plate holder to come in so I can go ahead and light that up and put it on the back. But it looks pretty good. What I did was I shaved those cutouts that were holding the taillights on that bus for years. Then I finally just trimmed them down. And I went to use the old lights, but I lost them. So I had to order some cheap lights off eBay, and I put them up and finally got through all the wiring, making sure everything worked. And here we are. So we're good to go there. On to the next step, on to the next phase. Been having a lot of rain out here lately, so I just got to get her done. Looking pretty cool though.